Hey y'all, I was just looking to see what's still alive in my garden right before our winter freeze here in Texas, and I still have strawberries. I have fruit and flowers on this plant, and it seemed like it didn't really start doing well until it got cold. It didn't produce hardly anything this summer. And I also still have peppers. Lots of peppers I've had. These are bell peppers, and I've had a bunch of different types of peppers, most of them going to waste because I didn't harvest everything and couldn't harvest some of it. I still have this kale, which I've had for at least a year now. It survived the freeze last winter, and I think the kale's been around since 2022, the fall of 2022. And here's an eggplant, and that probably should have been picked a little while ago, but it was still producing fruit within the last month, even though we're well into winter at this point. I did leave a lot of fruit on the plants to let them go ahead and go to seed and hopefully reseed themselves. This is also parsley in here, is still alive. I even have tomatoes, and the tomatoes weren't very productive in 2023. My garden wasn't very productive at all, but I had a lot of issues with my back last year. Just spent the last about 3 months in physical therapy. I also have some herbs still hanging on for dear life. The lavender is gone on this side of the garden. I'm hoping all this stuff reseeds itself, but I am going to be changing things around quite a bit this year. Here's some more lavender that did go to flower and probably went to seed. And I'm sure that's going to be looking like that other one after these next 3 days because we're going to have 3 days below freezing. Here's some bunch onions planted from seed. There were some in that black pot too, but look like they're gone. And I removed these peppers, tried to clean up the peppers a week or so ago. Here's my other strawberries, and there's even a flower down there, but I haven't seen any fruit over here. I did have the morning glory weed growing all over the place, and there are a lot of morning glory seeds as a result. And so I'm going to be battling that until I move out of this place. Although I'm going to be trying to change things around this year to help with that. And here's the greenhouse. And I have my blueberries in here and my lemon trees. And I also had a bunch of peppers. I planted way too many pepper plants in the large bed. It's a 6x3 foot bed. I think I put 8 or 9 plants in there. I will not do that again. No more than 4. Probably better to have just 3 in there. I've been cleaning this out, or I started maybe 2 weeks ago trying to pull stuff out of here. But it's still, a lot of work to do. Well, a lot of peppers still were on there. I didn't get to harvest everything off the pepper plants. It was just an abundance of peppers until recently. Now the blueberry leaves have turned that reddish pinkish color, and the majority of them have fallen off. And they're like mulch down in the bottom. I'm hoping this is just the process that they're going through, and I'll get, as a result of this, a better harvest this year from both of these blueberry plants. So there are 2 blueberry bushes right here. And you can see some pepper. Anyway, the peppers and everything's kind of mixed up because I was trying to clean things up, but the lemon trees are in the back. I'm going to go to the other side to get a better view over there. Like I said, we're going to have 3 days below freezing. Today we were in the 60s, and it's just after 6 p.m. on Saturday the 13th, and we're already at like 33 degrees. And it's all downhill from there for the next 3 days, all below freezing, even daytime highs. I think the highest daytime high is 28. The lowest is like 12 degrees. So far the lemon trees have pretty much kept their leaves, and that larger tree I had, this is my 3rd year having this lemon tree that has only 2 fruit on it, and I left these a little long, but They seem to be, I mean, I left these a little long, but they taste okay. They still taste fine. But it's a large fruit, very large fruit. And it tastes fine. Now the lemon trees, since they're on this side of the greenhouse, which is the south side, and this side is actually closed up a lot better than the other side, I think they get a little more heat during the daytime, and that's why they're doing so much better. And even the peppers were doing really well in here. It just, I couldn't get to them. But last year I used a heater in the greenhouse. This winter I am not using a heater. I'm not using anything. I'm just going to close it up. It's not even closed that tight over there on the other side, you can see, but it is going to be closed up. It's going to be more protected than it would be without it. So I'm hoping they're going to be all right. And these fruit trees, the lemon trees and the blueberry bushes, they're supposed to go through a cold stratification, and that's supposed to help with fruit production. So hopefully this is a good thing. And this is just 3 days, but we are in January, and we often get another freeze, or usually the only freeze. It seems we usually only get one kind of long lengthy freeze, and that's usually in February. I think, just from recall, I'm thinking it's usually in February, so we may get one next month. But usually it's winter time, so we do have cold days, but we don't usually have 3+ consecutive days of below freezing temps. That's what make it kind of a big deal. So this is my tiny harvest. I hope everyone is staying safe and warm. Thanks for watching.